Dayton Flyer Obi Toppin is the uber-athletic, high-flying, bucket-getting, walking highlight reel that'll have fans salivating for their teams to select him on draft night. Toppin topped off his ridiculous sophomore season by winning the Associated Press National Player of the Year award and leading his squad to a ridiculous 29-2 overall record that included a season-ending 20-game win streak. Toppin's wide-ranging skill set on the offensive end will be enticing enough for a team to select him in the top of the lottery, but will his defensive shortcomings cause GMs to think twice about his long-term potential and just how much he can impact the game at the next level? If this in-game, between-the-legs breakaway dunk didn't sell you on Toppin's athleticism, nothing will. At 6'9", 220 pounds, Obi Toppin is a dunking machine looking for anybody and everybody to put on a poster. His ability to create highlight plays provides an energy that's unique to him as a prospect. There isn't a big man in this draft that's more fun to watch. In the pace and space era, Toppin fits it like a glove. He runs the floor like a deer and can go up and finish before the defense even knows what hit them. And with breakaway dunks like these, he's sure to end up on House of Highlights nightly. But Toppin isn't just a dunk machine. You see here his soft touch and excellent body control. Here we see Obi catch in motion, hit a quick pump fake, and smoothly drop in a left-handed finish. And here's where he gets interesting, as he just as easily finishes with a buttery 3 as the trailer. Toppin's ability to space the floor as a big will be a major asset to any NBA offense. Obi has a quick release and can knock it down with a hand in his face. With a high arc and a smooth follow-through, we see Toppin knock the most efficient long-range shot in the game, this time from the right corner. This time from the left wing, we see Toppin bury the J off a little pick-and-pop action. If a defender doesn't contest the shot, he's gonna let it fly with no hesitation. Toppin is a good shooter, but he'll need to make his footwork more consistent as he works to get his shot off quicker at the next level. As of right now, Obi's mostly a catch-and-shoot guy, but a make like this gives you hope that with enough reps, he'll one day hit off the dribble. But he's a long ways away from hitting off the bounce consistently. While Toppin is very straight-line drive off the bounce, he uses a smooth pump fake and a quick first step to get by defenders and get to his spots. Here again, we see the pump and go before Obi tries to end the defender at the rim. Obi shows off his soft touch here as he finishes with a smooth finish off a decisive drive. But we see here his ball handling limitations, as when he tries to improvise and change direction, he's forced to put his back to the basket and pass away. When used in a pick and roll, we're going to see a lot of vintage Amari Stoudemire. You can see Toppin call for the alley-oop here before he even gets to the free throw line. Coming off this pick and roll and faced with multiple defenders, Obi gets huge elevation and drops in a tough one-handed jumper. Toppin has good hands and he'll finish the play off of pocket passes as well. And when Obi doesn't get the ball off the roll, he does a good job of sealing his man at the rim, leading to more easy buckets. And here we see again, Obi attack off the bounce as he catches off the pop and catches his man out of position scrambling. Another Amari-esque pick and pop as Toppin catches in the mid-range, throws a little ball fake on the pass, and buries the open jumper. Toppin's finishing ability in the pick and roll causes gravity with the defense, allowing him to find space to hit teammates. While it's easy to get distracted in Toppin's athleticism, his ability to pass will be a huge asset at the next level. He fires an absolute dime here, leading to an easy layup. Broken play here, but Obi recovers, attacks the hoop, and hits the cutter like a point guard with a beautiful bounce pass. Off the pump and go here, Toppin collapses the defense and fires a laser to the corner. And again we see Toppin's ability as a passer, as he drops off a huge pass over two defenders in a tight game for the deuce. We saw Toppin knock in a jumper as the trail man, but how about this find before the defense sets for some early offense? And while it looks a little awkward, a la Joakim Noah, Obi can get aboard and start the break himself, setting up the easy bucket here. Again here, Toppin grabs and goes, initiating the break. He draws the defense to the left side of the court, leaving a wide open space for the trailer to drop in the floater. An unselfish passer, Toppin will quickly make the extra swing, setting up his teammates. When Obi gets the ball in the post, he makes teams panic. Toppin has great awareness and finds his shooters as the defense collapses to him. Toppin shows some craft here as he takes an extra step towards the baseline, drawing the help deeper before kicking to the shooter. While Obi doesn't get the assist here, he collapses the defense and quickly swings out on the short porch for the happy assist. Again, great awareness here as Obi fires a one-handed hook to the weak corner, leading to a layup off broken D. Here we see how Toppin gets in trouble as a passer as he gets caught up in the double and fires one of those laser passes to a teammate close by. As we saw in the passing clips, Toppin consistently draws doubles in the post. The reason is that when you leave him one-on-one, it's gonna be a bucket. Here Obi shows off the IQ as he feels the defender overplaying his left hip before quickly spinning baseline for the dunk. Toppin here gets the ball on the block and gets to his spot for the baby jumper. When the double does start to come, Toppin quickly recognizes and spins baseline away from the defense for an easy 2. Same thing here, opposite block, finishing through contact with the Amare-esque hook. Here we see Obi denied position on the block, so he just seals his man, allowing his point guard to throw a lob over the defense for a quick dunk. Obi does a great job sealing defenders, leaving them no choice but to foul. And that quick twitch speed on his baseline spins leaves no choice for the D if they want to stop the finish. Play him one-on-one on the block, and you either foul or give up a bucket. This finish is bananas, as you see Toppin's combo of athleticism and skill as he's able to finish while being pushed out of bounds mid-air. Vintage Amare here, as Toppin rips through and draws the foul off the face-up drive from the elbow. And as we saw earlier, Toppin's ability to run the floor leads to easy buckets and foul shots. Between the threes, dunks, and free throws, Toppin is an analytic dream. So why isn't Toppin a consensus top 3 pick? Well, he's not nearly as solid on the other end of the floor or as a rebounder where he mainly corrals uncontested boards. Obi would rather jump than box out, leading to mediocre numbers as well as giving up second chance points. Toppin's awareness on the defensive end is troubling. We see here that Toppin is locked in on his man, not even seeing any action behind him as the shot goes up. Toppin is late to make a decision here and gets caught in no man's land as the guard drives baseline for the floater. Again here, we see Toppin lose focus on the floor, completely unaware a shot went up. A little miscommunication here as the guard calls for the switch, but Toppin fades back to his original man, leading to a layup. Another possession that Toppin has his head turned for. If he had his head on a swivel, he could stun at the guard closing the driving lane. As the corner guard starts his drive, Toppin clearly sees the ball. He's a little too concerned with his man spacing the corner instead of staying 2 feet in the paint and protecting the rim. Toppin isn't hopeless off the ball. Obi is much more engaged here and does a good job tagging the roller before getting a clean contest on the shooter. And a good job here by Obi, talking everything through. He keeps his head on a swivel and comes over from the weak side to tag the roll man before using his length to force the shot over his outstretched arms. This time Obi plays the screen and drop coverage and does a great job reading the drive, sealing his man and blocking the shot at the rim. Toppin's athleticism and verticality on full display here as he gets up for the contest at the rim. Toppin's inconsistent footwork is on display again as he tries staying with guard on the switch and ends up turned around. And we again see the iffy recognition as he's late to step up off the flare screen, giving the shooter way too much room to get off a clean look. Toppin gets off a good contest here one-on-one with a guard due to his physical gifts, but you can see his jittery feet trying to stay with the ball handler. This possession is executed much better as Toppin turns the ball handler to drive right. Obi stays on his hip and pins the layup. Another good possession off the switch, staying hip to hip with the guard and blocking the shot at the rim. He'll need to show the ability to stay with guards at the next level. With such an emphasis on shooting in the NBA, Toppin will need to clean up his closeouts. He gets too antsy and closes too hard, allowing the offense to go 5-on-4. and he'll need to stay on his feet guarding the post. Throw a pump fake at him, and he's jumping. While Toppin is plenty strong up top, he has skinny legs and tight hips. Toppin's lack of base strength makes it hard for him to push bigs off of their spots. Toppin will be expected to play some 5 at the next level, but will he have the strength to guard the Embiids and Jokic's on the block? You see here how much he struggled during 3 big possessions at the end of a close game with Kansas to keep the big from getting to his spot and scoring. And while he struggled with bigger post players, he was able to hold his own down low against 4s. Obi should be able to hold his ground against wings and stretch 4s that go down low at the next level.